Now, example number 3, we have another hyperbola, and we know that this is a hyperbola because of the minus in between. So the first thing that we want to do is to be able to find the center. Notice that this is already standard form because it's equal to 1. So our center is h and k. H corresponds to the x value. In this case, there's 0. K is negative 1. Remember, it's always the opposite. So first point is 0, negative 1. Now I'm going to find the value of a and b. A is the square root of 4, which is 2. B is the square root of 20, and which is approximately 4.5. Now, the A is under the X, so I'm going to go to the right 2 and to the left 2. The 20 is under the Y, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4.5 and down to 4.5. Now from here, I'm going to build my box, and actually I just need the corners of the box to be able to draw my asymptotes. Once I have those four corners, I connect all four, and actually you want to be able to make a dash. Connect all both of them. So pretend that this is dash as well. We need to decide if our hyperbola is going to go sideways or up and down. If you notice, your x is first, so that means that your hyperbola will be sideways. Your x is positive. In this case, your y term is the one that's negative. I'm going to start on my vertex. It's going to get closer and closer to the asymptote, but it's not going to be touching it. Closer and closer to your asymptote, but it's not going to touch it. On the other side, start with your vertex, getting closer and closer to your asymptote, but not crossing it. Closer and closer to the asymptote. Remember that the reason that we have the asymptote is to be able to help us shape the hyperbola. The last thing is to be able to find your focus. To find the focus, we need to be able to find the value of C, because C is the distance from your center to your focus. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Remember, if this is a minus, your formula for C will be a plus. C squared is what we're looking for. A squared will be 2 squared, which is 4. B squared will be positive 20. And what I usually do, just do 4 plus 20 is 24. And C is equal to the square root of 20, which is approximately, actually 24, not 20. 24, which is approximately, it's almost very close to 4 to 25, so this will be 4.9. And this is a 24. So your focus will be inside the hyperbola. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you are counting from your center towards the focus. So that's 2, 4.9. And to the other side, 2, 4.9. And those are your focus. The last thing that we need to do is to be able to find the equations of the asymptotes. And we are going to be using our points law form. That is y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. And we're going to be using our center, since your center is on both of the lines, and that way we can just go and write them down, both of them at once. That'll be y plus 1, that's your k, or just y, is equal to m will be plus or minus, we'll come back to the slope, x, and this is 0, so we're just going to say minus 0, or plus 0 if you wish. Your slope will be your rise over your run. And what I usually do, just grab it from here. That'll be the square root of 20 over 2. Let me go ahead and simplify this down so you guys can see it. Y plus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 20 over 2, and x, because x minus 0 is just x. So these are the equations of both asymptotes. If you want to be able to solve for y, we'll have to separate first one with a plus, one with a minus, and then solve for y. But for this class right now, this is perfect.